So given that we're doing a bit of a villain special this week, I thought we'd take a look at a certain kind of villain, an anti-hero if you like. We all went along and checked out Riddick, which is playing in cinemas at the moment, and we're going to share our thoughts. Sonia, you can start.
Yeah, well, I think it is a rather villainous film. Not in a good way. Look, I'm really tired of seeing these kind of films coming out. Like, there's no cohesion in the story. And yet again, and I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, you've got one female character and she's over-sexualized.
Yeah.
She could have been such a cool character. It's like they had an idea to make a really hardcore female merc and then just completely lost how to do it.
She was pretty close, yeah, but it's just
But
the
all
way
the-
the other
Every
characters
line.
interacting.
It was all the
with her.
dialogue.
Yeah.
Every line seemed to be somehow about sexualizing her.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, she's punching people around, she's
Yeah,
sniping
she's
people.
doing really cool stuff,
every line is about
everything is about
sexualizing.
sex.
Yeah.
And you've got Katie Sackhoff coming in. She's hardcore. I've
Yep.
liked her ever since Starbuck. You know, she's awesome. Give her a chance. Like, come on now. And then you've got the CGI in the environments. Not so much with the creatures. I didn't have a problem with those so much, but the environments. I mean, you've got desert environments that you can see the outline of the rock as they hit the green screen. Come on, people. We got money. You've got a budget. Let's
Yeah.
do it properly.
Yeah.
Or don't do that. Do it somewhere that you've actually got the environment that you want.
Shoot in a desert.
Shoot in a desert. There's a lot of them about. I don't know. I came out of it just going, really? I like Riddick. This was awful.
See, that's the thing. I want to start by saying I really like Riddick. I'm a
Yeah.
Riddick fan. I
Yep.
like Pitch Black.
Yes.
I like Chronicles of
Chronicles.
Riddick.
Me too.
I like Butcher Bay, Dark Athena, even the animated feature.
Yeah.
The whole schmear. I like it all. So I really wanted to like this, and I just couldn't.
No.
I just couldn't. And the main problem is that they tried to remake the first film.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's basically what they were doing with this. It had exactly the same plot. Stuck on a planet due to some sort of atmospheric condition. It's not darkness this time, it's rain.
Yeah.
Which is much scarier. That we have to get out because there's these big alien creatures coming for us. Oh, we
Yep.
have to get power to the ships. That's the plot of the first film.
I've
Yep.
seen that film.
Yeah, and then they do it all over again, but they do it worse. They don't do it better, they do it worse. They're not playing with sort of building the tension. They make all the characters hugely overdramatic.
Yeah.
In the first one, they were regular people. They were normal people who had regular lines that grounded everything.
Yeah.
And then Riddick could be completely over the top.
Yeah.
But in this, they're all killers,
They're all thugs.
psychos.
Yeah.
So they're all ridiculously overdramatic. They're all dropping nonsensical one-liners.
They all
that
want to
you
get the zinger.
yeah,
Yeah.
every single line is an attempted zinger that most of the time doesn't even make sense. It's
Yeah.
like, what was that about? Mud? I don't understand. So that was really frustrating
Yeah.
for me. You don't remake the same film. People wanted Riddick to go further. They wanted to see a development of this world.
Yeah.
And this just didn't deliver it. It was a real disappointment for me.
Yeah, look, I agree. It was a disappointment for me as well. Look, Vin Diesel, I'm not expecting great things, but just the basics would be good, and that would be just some clear delivery and a little bit of rise and fall in inflection and and pace, basically. And I don't know whether that was due to direction
Yeah.
or Vin himself, but they're just every time that he had something cool to say, it was already squashed by the fact that he had been monotonous for the past half hour previously, and he's supposed to be a cold-blooded, calculated killer,
Yep.
and yet he's speaking like a dimwit half the time, and I just don't see that
Harsh,
that's...
very harsh.
Yeah, real harsh, right?
Well, and look, I didn't
What if
really
he
appreciate
sees
it.
this?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm sorry, Vin, but you can arm wrestle me all you like. I'm not going to concede. But the other thing I didn't like was the sound. Like this dramatic crescendo every time there was a different chapter or a different scene,
Yeah.
da-da-da, and now we go
Now you
start
can turn the
again.
page.
Yeah, they did kind of bookend
Yeah, it
They
was.
did
every scene.
everything.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And also during some of the larger action moments as well, it's really just obtrusive. I didn't want to hear all of it as well. Let the action tell the story,
Totally.
and the sounds just guide it there. It's supposed to support that as an undercurrent, not supposed to notice it.
Yeah.
So look, I didn't enjoy it at all.
no.
Is there anything that you guys did enjoy from the film? I quite like the motorcycles, some of the mechanics of the world. I thought it was kind of
Yeah, that
cool.
was pretty
Those
cool.
hover
Yeah.
bikes
Yeah,
were
yeah.
kind of cool and functional. I'll
The
have one.
spaceships look kind of like Firefly.
They were a bit
seem to be a
Firefly-ish.
rip-off of the Serenity.
Yeah.
But still, they look good. It's
Yeah.
the machinery and everything looked
And I
good.
thought the creatures were quite good.
Yeah.
Like the way that they moved and the physiology of the creatures, I thought was
Yeah.
quite. It was good.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Put aside the fact that showing the creature so
Oh,
early
yeah.
on kind of takes
That takes all the fear
impact
out of them,
later
yeah.
on, so that was a negative side.
Yeah.
of that. But still, yeah, they looked
They
good
looked
in
good.
and
And when he
themselves.
shot
They had a
them and
good
they kind of
design.
slid down, I thought that was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
that was cool. For me, there was one scene that I really liked that I went, ha ha! It was like, that's what I had wanted to see the whole film. It's he's chained up and he manages to kick a knife through someone's head.
Yeah.
And they
pretty
went
cool.
That's
they
Riddick.
went up a level in sort of visual violence.
They did.
From
Yeah.
the previous films, and I was like, yeah, I'm
what
good
we
with that
want.
escalation. I'm good with that sort of ridiculous stuff. Let's do more of that. No more of that. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go there.
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna speak any more about
No.
this film, otherwise we'll just murder it completely
Yeah.
if we haven't already. But how about you guys leave your thoughts on the film on our Facebooks and Twitters and tell us what you think about Riddick.